Hi, Chad.
Hello.
That was really good timing. I saw it come up on there, and that's exactly when I said hi, Chad. Holy crap.
Hey, Kevin.
Maybe we're figuring this thing out.
No.
Yeah, we're not.
Absolutely not.
Clearly not, because you told everybody it was going to be at 7.
I swear, I've been doing... Never mind. I probably screwed it up.
That's awesome.
That's what I do. I screw up.
It's all right. It's all right. We got the most people we've had in a while watching us live, including our good buddy, Tim.
Hi, Tim.
Hi, Tim. Hi,
So
Tim.
if you're new on the live stream, say hello.
Are you in Canada?
Canadian. It's March 1st, Kevin.
No, it's not.
This is a big day for us.
This is March 1st.
This is a big day. It's National Athletic Training Month, so...
Ooh, what does that mean?
It means a lot of things.
So, to me, it means one thing.
One thing.
And it means that it is the 2-year anniversary or birthday. What are we saying? Anniversary or birthday?
Yeah, is this a birthday or an anniversary? I don't know.
I'm gonna go with birthday, because we started this thing March 1st, 2019. Happy birthday to Candid.
Oh, it's a Candiversary.
Anniversary.
So Alyssa joined us for the first time.
Hi, Alyssa.
Hi, Alyssa. Let's put her on there. Look at that comment. Thank you. Tim Prawl says, hi, guys. I miss you, and I miss America.
Miss
America.
You too. Miss you too, you son of a bitch.
Chris Caruth. Anybody else new here? Bree Sage. Hi, new to the live stream.
Hi.
Thank you for opening this up to everyone. Might get a membership after this. Wink.
Wink, wink.
Well, let's see how we treat you first.
Yes.
This fucking cake.
See if you even like it.
Well, that's why we're doing it.
We kind of suck
So
far.
If you're new to the program, man, I don't even know where I was going. I got distracted by the cake.
If you're new to the program, we got something to tell you. We do this every week, Mondays, roughly 8 o'clock Central Time. Sometimes we mess it up and we start a little late or a little early. But yeah, you can go onto our website, candidathletictraining.com. You can sign up for a various amounts of membership levels. But as soon as you get to that Candimania level, you do for a year, get access to us live. A couple other things. You also get priority with your topic suggestions and so forth. You get a little discount in the store. Otherwise, it's really just so you can join all of us hooligans in the shenanigans.
Don't say that. I think there was a lot of shenanigans before the show started.
Of the live chat. And, we interact with people on the live show.
We try.
Now, you know what's going to be tough? This is the most amount of people that we've had going, and actually giving us comments. It's going to be hard to keep up with it.
Where's Scott?
And
Scott's new.
You are going to have to freaking keep up with it.
I'll keep up with it. Why?
You won't.
Well,
you're gonna get so distracted. I guarantee you, at some point in this podcast, I'm gonna ask you a question, and you are gonna be like, "What?
What?" It's not birthday cake. It's birthday or anniversary cake. I don't know. I just went to the store and got it.
What is it? Like a tiramisu or something?
It's like, I got the box over there. It's like a tuxedo. I don't know. It's just good. I was hoping you were gonna talk for like 3 more minutes. I almost finished my damn piece.
Well, I will. So. Couple things we have to let you know. Healthy Roster. Healthy Rosters are our good friends at healthyroster.com. They are the reason that we were able to take this huge jump from our traditional podcast to this live platform. If it wasn't for them, we would not have been able to do it. So, Dan, everybody over at Healthy Roster, thank you. If you are in the market for a new EMR, or you just want to check out other products that have to do with screenings and safety questionnaires and mass text messages, or maybe you just want to, maybe make your stamp at your school or whatever and get everybody a better platform, healthyroster.com. Check them out. Chad uses them personally and loves them. And I think he probably doesn't even come close to using all of the things that you could use them for, right?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Because they're brilliant. So go check them out, healthyroster.com.
I'm technologically challenged, but if I can use the product, you can use the product. So, again, kudos to them.
Yeah.
Also, we are here at Brew Fitness.
Brew Fitness.
So we call this the Brew Fitness Studio, maybe?
Is that what it is?
It's the gym. It's here.
Yeah.
This is where you work out, and this is where I pay to not work out.
That's true.
And kudos to Ryan.
Ryan thanks you.
Ryan, well, I thank Ryan because if you can see in the front, it's National Athletic Training Month. And we walked in, the table was all set up with all this little stuff on the table for us. And what does it say?
It says, literally, Happy AT Month. Enjoy the snacks and those healthy ones too. They probably taste like poop.
Yeah,
Love Brew Fitness.
Yeah.
These are some smart sweets, sweet fish. So I wonder if they're supposed to look like a Swedish fish. We'll see if I like them. I don't like Swedish fish.
You don't like Swedish fish? Oh, we've said that. That's
overrated.
That's your bad.
I do like those. So Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. If you're in the mood to send me some stuff.
Scott is a first-year ATC here. He cannot afford a membership yet, but I listen to all the podcasts. Well, Scott, if you hang on.
Maybe we could make a student one.
Well, let's Scott, just hang on to that for a little bit. We might have something for you.
By the way, thanks, Ryan. I'm going to drink this now.
Yep. Heather Farrell is also joining from her phone and new. So thank you, Heather, for tuning in. Tim wants cake. Okay, the comments are flying. Like you said, I got the attention of a squirrel. So I'm going to avoid, I'll do the best I can to multitask here. So thank you to everybody who's jumped on the live stream for the first time. If you're not listening to this live, you will hear it next week. We've got a lot in tonight's show. This is going to be a good show. The other thing is March means National Athletic Training Month. And what do we do? What did we do last year? What are we doing this year? What's the big ticket?
We gave away stuff.
We gave away stuff.
I don't remember why we gave it away, though.
All right, let's cut the shit. It's Fat Bracket Month. That's what it really means. Fat Bracket. If you're new, we all know the NCAA tournament, 64 teams, yada, 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 down to the Final Four, Final Two championship. We want to know who's going to make the best fictional athletic trainer. So we do what's called a Fat Bracket, fictional athletic trainer bracket. They are posted live now.
They are.
You can go to our website, candidathletictraining.com. Right at the top, there's a PDF and an Excel you can download.
Yep.
Print it out. Yep. Fill it out. Who you think might make the best athletic trainer. Give it to your athletes.
Yep.
Give it to your friends.
Please.
We're doing this so we can have discussions about athletic trainers and what we do for a living, because all we talk about all the time is how nobody knows what we do. So here's your golden opportunity to build a relationship and just have fun with it. Because there's nothing more entertaining than figuring out, would apple pie or Apple iPhone make a better athletic trainer? You're distracted. I love it.
I'm listening to everything you're saying, though.
What did I say? I'm just kidding.
Apple pie or an iPhone? Which one's going to make a better athletic trainer? I got to yell at Hannah real quick.
Because your microphone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to move it sometimes. I move around. And I feel bad when I don't have it right in front of my face.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
I beat you.
Hannah.
Ed's at work. Ed, you better hop on at some point because we're doing your featured topic.
Yeah.
Darcy says iPhone over apple pie. We'll get there. Okay. Also, we got stuff to give away all month.
We really do.
We're going to give away
what
some
kind
Candid.
of stuff?
We can give away Candid Athletic Training gear. We can give away memberships.
Ooh.
So maybe you don't have to pay for a membership. Maybe we'll give one away. My old boss and our old mentor, his name is John Oxenwald. He is probably the most influential person in my career as an athletic trainer.
It's fair to say.
It's not even close, actually.
Yeah.
He is the most influential person in me. Whoa. I want to be on you.
I want to be on you.
So he actually, on the side, owned a company where he sold kits and stuff like that. And he brought into work the like last week or something, like probably 25, 30 small little, these are Kramer. This is the Kramer Products Sidekick kit. There's some Bushwhacker stuff. So we have like little stuff like this to give away all month long. So let's give away this tonight. This little Kramer Products Gardener Sidekick kit. Maybe for the best comment on the live stream here. I'll let you choose
sure.
the comment of the night or somebody new on the live stream.
Yeah, I'm going to have to like read them all.
Yeah, well, we can always go back at the end of the night and something that made us laugh. So
yeah, I mean, there's a good chance if you make us laugh, there will be
maybe the best. That's what she said.
I mean, that's just unfair.
Yeah, that's true.
I think. Well, maybe the best. Whoever says the best. That's what she said. Like,
sure.
Gives the lineup. There was something else we need to talk about. Fat bracket, healthy roster.
2-year anniversary, National Athletic Training Month.
National Athletic Training Month. There's going to be a lot of prizes for the fat bracket.
Yep. We are.
I mean, last year we gave one out for the winner. We gave one out for the who got runner-up, second place. And then we also did one, of course, for Rick Cox because he sent in about 400 fat brackets. So if you can send in a lot of fat brackets, I think because you're contributing to the athletic training profession, we will definitely get you some cool
stuff.
And yeah, definitely. So I don't know. Should we get on with the show?
Ed, slow down, man. 90 miles per hour is slow. Yeah.
He's fine.
Let's do it. Ready?
Ready.
Okay, let's just stay on this fat bracket thing because this is a big part of what we're doing. This is a big part of how, at least for us, we can promote the profession by having fun, by talking to people about what we do, explaining the duties, the roles, what it takes to be an athletic trainer. As Kevin said, the brackets are already coming in. They are coming hot and heavy.
Yeah, I have at least 20 of them.
Yeah, so you have until next week, Monday. You have until next week, Monday, March 8th. So if you're not listening to this on the live stream, if you're listening to this later, if it's Monday, March 8th, today's your last day to turn it in. So 7 days from right now.
Correct.
So
go on the website. Download it.
Go to the website, download the bracket, share it.
Or just fill it out right on that Excel file.
Yep. And then on social media, let everyone know. I've seen so many people tag us in their bracket, and it's really fun. And share it with your friends and get other athletic trainers to do it.
Yes.
It's free to play. There's no cost. We're going to give away a few prizes, but it's really about fun. Let's have some friggin' fun.
Fun.
So we're talking about the 64 best fictional athletic trainers that we debated over the last 12 months. Mm-hmm. So that's the rules, the prizes. So starting tomorrow, we will put out a survey.
Okay.
All the first round matches.
March 2nd. So if it's March 8th, also
too late.
Get on the website real quick and then do it, right? Will it still be live on that month? No, it won't. We'll close it Sunday.
Yep.
We will close it Sunday the 7th.
So the way the fat bracket works, there are going to be 6 rounds. So each round we do, it's a vote. So the first round matchups are set right now. You're going to fill out your bracket all the way to the end, but then starting March 2nd through the rest of this week, you can vote on first round matchups. And then at the end of the week, we'll get the results. And let's say, we already mentioned, there's an 8 seed. It is apple pie versus the 9 seed, which is an iPhone. Let's say that there are 150 votes and apple pie gets 47 of them and iPhone get 103. iPhone go on to the next round. So then next week,
that's how that works.
Next week, you'll be voting iPhone versus whoever the next opponent might be.
Yep.
So
that's how tournaments work.
So we are speeding up the tournament a little bit this year.
We are.
The first round is going to go March 1st through March 7th or 8th. We'll announce who wins on March 8th.
Yeah.
And then after that, we're going to go each round every 4 days.
Correct. Which
basically takes us through the end of March anyways. So
yeah, we wanted to finish on March 29th. So we fudged with the dates a little bit.
Yeah. Last year
we did it week to week and it seemed like it took a little too long. Yep. So this year we're speeding it up.
All right.
So
let's talk about this. Let's talk about this bracket for just a few minutes.
If you want to.
I want to get your opinion.
I had never given my opinion. I only give facts.
Yeah, you're right. What's the best first round matchup, in your opinion? The hardest one for you to decide.
Oh, hardest for me to decide?
Yeah, what do you think is the closest first round matchup?
Honestly, because you've already said it a couple times, but it's the apple pie versus Apple iPhone. And I think it's because I don't like iPhones and I like apple pie, but I think everybody else loves iPhones. And so I'm really interested to see if people can rationalize in their head how much better an apple pie is. I mean, it's an 8 seed. The apple pie is the 8 seed. The iPhone's the 9 seed.
Yeah.
And there's a reason for that. That's because apple pies are better than iPhones. And I want to know what the public says. I don't have a lot of faith that everybody is going to understand how great of an athletic trainer apple pies would be. Definitely over an iPhone.
Did you just say you don't trust the people?
I don't trust the people. I trust that they're just going to follow what everybody else does and buy an iPhone.
You heard it here first. Kevin has trust issues.
iPhone.
Kevin's got trust issues.
I mean, here I am sitting here with a Mac laptop, but that's a different thing, okay? Or I mean, it's a Candid Athletic Training laptop.
This is great. Chris Caruth I'm going to put this up. Go along with my AT poem theme. Roses are red, violets are blue. I've never won March Madness bracket. I probably won't win this one too. Well, not with that attitude, Chris, but thank you for participating. You can do it.
You can do it.
I personally feel like the hardest first round matchup for me to decide who's going to win is Red Foreman, who's a 7 seed, versus Donkey, who's a 10 seed.
Really?
I struggle with that one, looking at it.
Why do you struggle?
Red's the cranky old ATC.
Yeah.
But he's kind of wise. Donkey talks way too much.
He does.
He would be a good podcaster, but I don't know if he'd make a great AT.
Funny as hell. I think, and that's why, I don't know. I think Red's going to walk away with that one, unfortunately. But I could be wrong.
I just don't know.
Here's the other thing. People love Donkey. They love him. Donkey. I think it will be an interesting matchup.
Yeah.
It really will be an interesting matchup. Who do you...
There's a lot of people trashing apple pie right now. This
Why?
is great. I don't know. It's just the comments are fun right now.
Excuse me. Well, Ed said nothing beats a warm apple pie.
Yeah. Just ask him. Just ask what's his name from him. What's the character's name?
The character?
Go Trig Boy.
I don't.
Sam.
In
apple pie, the kid that's humping the apple pie.
What is his name?
What is his name? Somebody on the
Sam.
live stream.
Phil. Greg.
Go Trig Boy.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about that for a second.
You have reserves?
Why do you keep just quoting the movie and not telling me what the name of the character is?
Because it's not coming to me. Well, somebody on here will know.
If you can quote the movie, you should be able to tell me the name of the person.
I should.
I can't even remember the actor's name right now.
Yeah. Jason something.
It is Jason something.
He was in Orange is the New Black then later. Okay. Kevin. Does cheddar cheese belong on apple pie? Jason Biggs is the actor's name.
Jason Biggs. No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Why would cheddar cheese be on an apple pie? Cinnamon ice cream. Maybe if you're a fan of the old whipped cream.
I love cinnamon.
I'm all about cinnamon ice cream on an apple pie. At bare minimum, vanilla, warm vanilla, like letting it melt over a warm apple pie.
Sammy Compton. I mean, we just got four fat brackets emailed to us
now?
In the last couple minutes.
Are they just listening and throwing them out?
Tim got it. Oh, yep. Hannah got it. Jim. Oh, Jim.
Go Trig Boy. Thank you, guys. So let's move on.
All right. Kevin, let's talk about upset special of the first round. Give me a double-digit seed you think can win the first round matchup.
I think creamy peanut butter can take out Netflix. That's a 13 taking out a 4 seed.
Wow. I actually kind of agree with you. I didn't even, yeah.
I think Netflix is overranked right now.
Well, you ranked it.
What do you mean?
We sat down and you just gave me all the this is the
who cares?
Yeah, no,
I overranked them.
All right, that's good.
Act like other teams aren't overranked.
You're right. The selection committee never gets it right.
I think creamy peanut butter can sneak through with a win there.
Okay.
I really do. And they can really mess up that bracket if they do that. I was looking at it. Like if they get through, they are going against either Barney Stinson or Patches O'Houlihan. And I think
you got them going deep.
I don't know yet, but if they do get through, they could get through again.
You got the bracket right in front of you. Good for you.
Yeah, why wouldn't I?
You're right. You're so.
I mean, I don't think anybody's taking Zach Morris out of this on this bracket. Well, Vision's tough at a 3, and Jon Snow at a 2. But I got Zach Morris all day.
Okay. How about this? I
haven't filled mine out yet. I haven't had the pressure to fill it out.
I haven't filled mine out either yet, to be honest. Just looking at it, I think Jerry the Mouse from Tom and Jerry,
a
12 seed, has a chance against Hamburgers. That's my upset special.
That's your upset special?
12 seed.
Just going classic 12-5.
12-5. There's always one.
Always going 12-5.
It's
I mean,
Jerry Mouse. He's so lovable.
No, he's not.
Jerry the Mouse is the lovable one. You want him to get away with his shenanigans.
No, he's a dick.
He said shenanigans.
I think Jerry should lose first round.
Dylan, that's a hot take. He's got Bobby Boucher over Mike from Breaking Bad.
Ooh.
That's a 15-2 matchup. If that happens,
that is wowie.
Whoa.
Holy crap.
That's bold. That's a high.
That is really.
Oh, and Rick Cox agrees with him.
Whatever.
All right.
Well, we know who's not going to win it this year. Anyway, what next?
How about this? Give me a first round lock.
The first round lock.
Like there is absolutely no chance that they're losing.
It is Vision over Rolf.
Oh man,
3 over a 14. Vision over a Muppet.
Over a Muppet. I love Rolf.
Sure,
but Vision.
But come on, yeah. I think that's a lock.
Sorry, Rolf. Kyle. If that happens, I will tear up my bracket. Kyle says Jeopardy over Dembe. If that happens, I'm legit tearing it up because I haven't filled it out, but Dembe. Not enough people have watched Blacklist.
Yeah,
because Dembe might be in my final 4.
But here's the thing. Just like who was it last year that like nobody really knew who they were or something. Who lost early?
Doc Ock. I'm so mad about it.
Yeah,
to Jason Bourne, right? Though
he did okay. So he lost to Jason Bourne. That's okay. But Doc Ock would have been a better athletic trainer,
wasn't it?
He has a better memory.
I mean, the one that's from last year that really messed with me all tournament was Dwight Schrute from The Office.
Oh yeah, he just kept winning. Just kept winning.
Survive in advance.
And that's because the people love him. And so I'm not.
Sometimes it's the more popular.
People are going to have a little love affair with Jeopardy this year. I do think that.
Okay.
That might end up being one of those like 50.1 to 49.9 votes. I'm telling you.
Yeah. I remember last year there was a couple first round matchups that were like one or 2 votes away.
I also remember my bracket just went like nowhere. Mine might have been the worst bracket.
No, it wasn't because you beat both Dan and I.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well,
you had the worst bracket.
I've got my first round lock as another 3 seed over 14.
Okay.
I got Sully from Monsters Inc. crushing the Tin Man.
Oh. Poor Tin Man.
I mean, first off, he can't work outside. He's going to get squeaky and oily. And what's he missing?
His heart.
Yeah. You can't have no heart.
Yeah. Heart.
You can't be missing the heart.
Yeah. Always needing to oil up the joints.
All right, we got to stop. Hannah just said, speaking of brackets and ranks, my girls basketball team is playing the Alabama State final game on Thursday. I'm just really excited and proud to be. And proud, and I thought y'all'd. Actually, it's y'all'd.
Y'all'd appreciate it.
Like to know.
Well, we do like to know. That's awesome. Congratulations. You were a part of that.
Speaking of Alabama, I think we've got a new sponsor from the state.
Do we really?
To be announced. So we actually have 2 new sponsors that have basically locked in. We're just kind of finalizing details. We're really excited that some more people are supporting the program, which means we can do something fun with that.
Yeah.
So,
and that, I mean, it's a lot of it's kind of down to you guys too. I mean, when you get more of your friends to follow us on Twitter and just more listens and this and that, I mean, it only helps us drive with these sponsorship dollars and more people like the Healthy Roster folks that support what we're doing and try to get the word out about athletic training, and maybe in a little different light than other podcasts. But it really comes down to you guys. I mean, we need your support in order to get some people to give us money.
Absolutely.
To be honest.
Dylan says, I'm just looking through the comments. AT Twitter folk, we got to get Hopper on here, and I agree. We want Mike.
Absolutely.
We want Mike.
Absolutely.
If I could be like Mike. Okay.
Yeah. You know what?
Good on
luck,
on the fat bracket?
I think so. I don't know. I mean, did anybody bring up something that did?
No? Well, Dylan said he doesn't have a heart. I know he doesn't have.
Dylan, you don't have a heart?
He doesn't.
Sorry.
He doesn't have colored vision.
That's right.
He's colorblind, but I think he's got a heart.
You know the other one that so I was debating on was
I need more cake.
Yoshi versus Claire Huxtable. Because one, I think most of the people that listen to us
too old
are like that show's too old. I'm
not gonna lie. Somebody. Oh,
but she's a mom, right? So you look it up and you're like, mom. Like I think we did that for like Mother's Day, right?
It was our Mother's Day episode.
But then she has the unfortunate matchup against Yoshi, which is probably most people's favorite Mario character, other than Toad. Yoshi and Toad are kind of even.
I did see somebody tag us on social media, and they had Claire Huxtable winning the whole thing, though.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
So at least one person
awesome.
is as old as I am.
I mean, she really is like one of the ultimate moms. Like, and it's kind of hard.
Arguably
to beat.
number one.
Yeah, kind of hard to beat the ultimate mom as an athletic trainer. Make you feel bad by just looking at you.
Matthew Jordan, we did do a Stranger Things a long time ago, and Chief Hopper was in the first fat bracket last year, so he is not in this one.
It's true.
We talked about him a long, long time ago. So you can go back and binge listen to that episode.
Yeah, you might be able to find an old fat bracket, too. You can fill it out.
That'd be so much fun, actually. I know who's going to win this matchup. Okay, where are we going next with this show?
I don't know.
Oh, I never even did this. Here, let me hit the button just for fun. All right, fat bracket. There we go. Fiction athletic trainer. Boom. Good.
Well, and also, shout out. Let's go to, what was the, Nate. Nate made us the freaking graphic.
Okay.
What was that for again?
That was top
Worst
5.
color, top 5. Let's do top 5.
All right, top 5. Do you want us to put the graphic up there?
Show the graphic.
All right, let's see.
Because I think this graphic's worth like way more than what Nate gave it to us for. That's for sure.
All right, so we got to do this. Hold on.
Ooh, fire.
Top 5. And then we
shout out to Nate, man. Like, that was cool.
We're going to do this.
The moment I saw that, I was like, well, Chad definitely didn't do this thing because this is way too creative.
Here, let's do this. Let's do it this way.
What are you doing?
Oh, don't worry about it.
All right, I'm not going to worry about it.
We're going to do it
Nate.
this way.
We appreciate this graphic that everybody's going to be able to see in the next, 2 hours? Oh, okay.
There we go.
Thank you.
There it is. Oh, and we're both on the screen here.
Oh, you did it so many
So last
ways.
week we did what's the worst color to pair with khaki, and he threw together this whole...
It's freaking sweet, man.
Yeah, he did good work on this. I actually like the little turd. It looks like a little cupcake turd here.
Yeah. The emoji turd.
So
it's pretty sweet.
If you're listening to this on audio, you're going to have to check out the YouTube feed.
Absolutely.
Because there is a graphic, and one of our listeners, Nate, put it together for us. So
Dylan, I know you can't see the colors. That's fine. It'll be all right. You should just send a picture of yourself to somebody every day and be like, "Can I wear this with this? Like, are these colors clashing? I don't know." Or just wear all black. Just go Johnny Cash all the time. That could be an option too.
All black. I mean, I do it
only
quite
green.
often.
I don't know. I wear all black all the time.
All black everything. Okay. This week, Kevin,
Scotch.
top
Scotch,
5
Scotch.
in my belly.
Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate it. It was very peaty. It was very peaty Scotch.
Is that good or bad? I don't know what that means. Peaty.
If you like Scotch,
like Petey, like from remember the Titans?
Come on, Petey! Hold on to that ball. 5,280 feet.
I got you. All right.
What?
This week's top 5, Kevin.
Oh, okay.
We asked 100 athletic trainers. What's one word that describes your athletic training style?
All right. Ready?
I'm ready.
Thorough. innovative, authoritative, handsy, and shenanigan.
It's so good.
Because I had to.
Okay. I'm going to be honest. I want to be on you. You didn't even hear that. I did. This ties really well into what we were talking about before, just how people don't really know what we do.
Yeah.
And there's just so many ways to describe athletic training. So I really liked this one.
Especially handsy.
Handsy. I will say it makes for a bad top 5 because we had 61 different answers. So the top answer actually, we'll go
3.
here.
I'm going to guess 3.
No, the top answer had 7.
Right.
So we had a 4-way tie for third place with 3 apiece.
Okay.
6 people apparently couldn't read the directions because it said give us 1 word, and 3 people said tough love, and 3 other people said organized chaos. Those are both 2 words. I should have just throwed them out. Throwed them?
You should have throwed them out.
Throwed them.
You should have throwed them out.
Throwed. Thrown. Okay. 3 other people said chill.
Move on. Yeah.
And 3 people said chaotic. So chaos. Chaos. So
I'm a K-I-tician. K-I-tician. You know what that's from?
Absolutely not.
Jurassic Park.
I've never seen it. I've never seen any of the Jurassic movies.
Have we talked about this?
I think so.
Excuse me. Stop the podcast. Stop the podcast.
You're going to need a 20-second timeout.
You have not seen
any of the Jurassics.
Any of the Jurassic Parks.
I haven't. It's just not my, dinosaurs aren't my thing. Sci-fi. I'm not a big, I like comic book movies, but I don't I don't know. I'm not really a science guy. I'm not sure. Can I say that?
I would love you to explain why you're not a science guy, but you love watching
comic book
Tony
movies.
Stark build machines.
Well, Tony Stark was one of my least favorite Marvels.
Okay.
Scott says, leave the podcast and go watch it now.
Right?
And Rick Cox says he's done with this shit.
I would actually finish this podcast so that you could go watch the first Jurassic Park.
All right, I'm on the road 100 hours in the next couple of weeks. I'll try and squeeze it in. That's what she said.
I'm going to try to squeeze it in. I mean, okay. Legitimately.
Okay, do we need to do it as a fat? Because if we do it as a fat, then I'll have to watch it and I'll have to prepare.
We can do it as
We'll
a
do
fat.
a Jurassic fat.
Sure.
After the fat bracket. Is that fair?
I like it.
Put it on the board. Yes. Put it on the board. Oh, thank you, Matthew. Appreciate that.
Me, Matthew?
He says, don't worry, Chad, you're not alone.
Matt, I need you to leave the podcast now, too, and go watch it. This is ridiculous.
Nate says, special episode, live watch of Jurassic show with Chad.
I could quote the entire thing while we're watching it.
Really?
It's so much fun. Yes. Absolutely.
Right.
Even the small lines that you can't really hear, you had to rewind it and turn it up really loud. Because that's what I did.
You probably watched it with the subtitles on.
Multiple times.
Okay. Just to know
I
what they
actually
say.
literally just watched Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. The second new one.
Jurassic Kingdom?
Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom.
Okay. All right, so let's get into this. Do you watch movies and shows with the subtitles on more often than not, or no?
Yes.
The last year or so, I put subtitles on almost everything now.
I love it, actually. Particularly, any kind of
Thank you, Bree.
Honestly, if it's just watching Avengers Endgame or something, no. Because that's not what the little tiny lines, you hear them. There's not these under your breath kind of lines. Or say, okay, Blacklist.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people with accents. There's a lot of quiet dialogue every once in a while. And also Raymond has these epic little one-liners that I want to hear and read at the same time. So I'm he did say that.
Yeah.
That was freaking awesome. Now, my significant other hates subtitles. So
distracts her?
Yeah. We never watch stuff together with subtitles on.
Bree says subtitles are my jam. I love it. And she also watched it, and it was not her favorite thing in the world. Thank you, Bree. Okay.
That's fine. But she still saw it.
Okay, that's fair
She's
enough.
a human in between the ages of 14 and 60, probably. You should have seen it.
Okay, I'll get there. I promise. All right, in third place with 4 responses.
Oh, yeah, we're doing the fat. Top 5.
Top 5. Adaptive. Adaptive.
Adaptation.
In second place, 5 responses for relaxed. I'm a relaxed athletic trainer.
Relaxed. Okay.
And in first place with 7 responses, aggressive. Aggressive expansion.
Aggressive expansion.
Snapping a pool cue. That's the bomb. That's, I just saw a tweet that said, what's the best 5 superhero movies? I tagged you in it.
Nice.
We'll have to get, I know we've probably talked about it off camera, but anyways, Dark Knight's on there for me.
Well, for sure.
Anyways.
I find it interesting that there is, and I think it's how old you are, whether or not you like the Dark Knight or Dark Knight Rises more. I think if you're a little bit younger than me, you like the Dark Knight Rises more.
Yeah, Bane.
That's Yoda.
Yeah, that's it. That was half. Tim got R-E-L. Wow. Try it again.
R-E-L-A-X.
Our good friend Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, you can't see this, but
you know where Aaron Rodgers is going?
To the chapel.
Nowhere. Oh, he is going to the chapel. What a lucky girl. Are you still waiting on your save the date? I'm still waiting on the save the date.
Aaron Rodgers. Can somebody please get Aaron Rodgers on our show?
Somebody's got to know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows Aaron. I've only met him a couple times.
Sammy, you've got a Marvel characters 1 to 64 fight to the death bracket. I'd like to see
excuse me,
that.
Sammy?
Yeah, give it to us. We're in on that.
Yes, bring it, Sammy. Sammy, do you want to be on the show?
Do you want me to go through some of these? There's a huge list.
Are there any that are funny?
I
just want to know funny ones.
Hansy did make one. One person said Hansy.
That was me.
Water.
Got 2 nickels.
Stay water.
Water?
Yeah. No, there's not a lot of funny in this. Mom got 2. Sarcastic got 2.
Ma.
Dictator.
Oh, all right.
Methodic. Friendly. Beginner.
You know what? We need to ask. Did we ever ask the athletes describe your athletic training style in one word?
No, we should do that.
That's definitely one that.
How about this? Swagger.
Bob Lee Swagger.
Man, that's a good movie.
Gunny.
Yeah.
World didn't like it seemed, huh, Gunny?
Pragmatic. I don't even know if I officially
love that
know.
movie. That's a great movie.
Shooter.
It's still like
it's probably rewatchable. Real rewatchable.
Have you only seen it once?
No, I've seen it.
Okay.
We've seen it. I think we watched it like 9 straight years on the bus.
Yeah. Well, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's one of those movies that will forever be like, oh, hey, we're watching Shooter on the bus. Cool. Like, I'm not mad about it.
For sure. No, it's the perfect. It's actually the perfect bus movie because I often think action movies are not good.
No.
But that one is because it's not like
not a lot
there's
of
up close. It's like you're not going to see the bullet flying anyways. So
no, it's not. It's gunfights.
Yeah,
but not it's sniper gunfights.
Remember we had that talk about what makes a good bus movie. That is, we got to revisit that at some point.
Absolutely. Well, you're back on buses.
Yeah,
we'll definitely have to talk about it again.
Okay, so that's your top 5.
Fat of Mortal Kombat characters. Now we're just talking about like
fat
death.
Everybody,
fat to the death. Finish him.
Sub-Zero.
Scorpion.
Yeah.
Sub-Zero.
I was more of a Street Fighter person than a Mortal Kombat.
So was I.
I would like.
So was I.
Yeah. Oh, you can
You know what were
You can.
equally bad, though? The movies. But so great.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah, as Guile. So where is Jean-Claude Van Damme from? Like, is he from France? No, he's not from France. It's from...
Just because he's got
I'm going to have to look it up. But he's supposed to be playing
an
American, like, army, like, sergeant.
Yeah.
Like, that's supposed to have, like, blonde hair that, like, is in a weird mohawk thing.
Yeah. It was a bad cast. They should just... Yeah, I get it.
Come on.
All right, pick a topic and we'll go forward while you look that up.
FOF.
Friend or foe? Okay, so we're gonna do this one, Kevin.
He's Belgian. He's from Brussels. Oh, the muscle from Brussels. That's right.
Yeah.
I loved his.
Oh, Rick Cox had that.
I really loved his movies, though.
Really?
Yeah, Bloodsport.
What?
Oh.
Who's a? Is he better or Schwarzenegger? I mean, I know Schwarzenegger's like the GOAT.
I mean, yeah,
they're both bad actors. They're both bad at acting. Which one's a better actor?
Oh, Arnold. Arnold's a better actor.
Better actor?
Yeah, Arnold's a better actor.
Yeah, I think I have to agree. At least like Kindergarten Cop and stuff. He got funny there for a little bit.
Absolutely.
All right.
Twins. I mean, he's acting his ass off in that movie.
Yeah, him and DeVito.
Totally. Did I ever tell you the story about what he did?
Should we do that as a fat twins?
No.
No? Okay.
Jean-Claude wins. I mean, Arnold wins.
All right.
Sorry, looking at Jean-Claude. Did I ever tell you the story of like Arnold and how much money he made off of that? Did you know he did that movie for free?
Yeah, and then he got a royalty.
All he said, me, Danny, and the director will do it for free. And it costs like $20 million to make the movie, but they each have made like $80 million off the movie.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
All right, so friend or foe this week. The wall, do you have a wall clock mounted somewhere? We do here in Brew Fitness. Friend or foe? We're just going to assume that you have a clock on the wall somewhere.
Yeah.
Friend or foe? Friend. You want to watch that thing tick so slow while you're trying to leave.
You know what? You know what it is? I don't wear a watch. And then I don't like using my phone as a clock. Like, so I want a reference to, I'm having somebody hold something for 30 seconds or whatever. And if I can have a clock somewhere in the room that I can do that.
So it's got to have secondhand on it.
Yeah.
So it couldn't be a digital clock like this one right here at the Brew Fitness studio.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I would want it to be like running like a second hand.
Yep.
Which I've seen. And then like this one.
So this one would be a foe.
No, this one would be a friend because there's a remote that you can change it to be to do a countdown. This is like the ultimate clock. I wanted to get one of these clocks in my athletic training room when I was in the minor leagues, but I couldn't like find one that was cheap, and I wanted it on the wall. Without it, I should say this, that was affordable, that I didn't have to buy off of like Amazon, because for some reason my employer did not like reimbursing me when I bought stuff on Amazon. I'm like, well, but I can get $100 clock on Amazon, and in this magazine it's $600. And I know you can get a deal from them, but it's not $100.
Sure.
It's like $500.
It's so stupid.
Oh, I hated it.
There's so many. It's the same thing where I work. It's like, oh, you have to use one of these. You have to get it from one of these 3 places. Well, okay. Well, I could get it for half the price if I go.
Like, why not?
So silly.
Why can't we because there's not an invoice? Like, I'm sure there's a way you can invoice freaking Amazon stuff. No, you can't. Because then you'd order it and then, no. Lionheart. That's the movie I was trying to think of. Bloodsport and Lionheart. Love those movies.
I don't know if I've seen Lionheart.
Same movie.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
They're the exact same movie. Lionheart is, instead of in blood sport, you know, he goes to like the martial arts competition, right? Lionheart is the exact same thing, but it's like underground fights.
Gotcha.
So good. At some point, he's like, you know, all crazy with the eyes and hitting somebody. It's great.
So most everyone is saying on the live stream here, it's a friend, except for Scott, who's saying every time I look at it, it seems to go twice as slow, and I kind of agree with him.
Yeah, that's tough.
I think, and I posted this on social media last week, or maybe the week before.
Yeah.
One of the coolest things about being an athletic trainer is that internal clock you have.
Yeah.
So you can do a treatment and you know it's going to be 20 minutes, and then you walk by and you're like, how much, and you have them set a timer and you'd be like, how much time do you have left? And they're like 34 seconds.
Yeah.
They're like, how did you do that? I'm like,
I don't know.
Just experience.
I just do it.
I love the internal clock.
I don't have, you know what I don't have? I don't have an internal clock. I do have an internal like rep counter.
Oh,
like
random number of repetitions?
Like, because I don't physically ever count. Like it makes me, I forget everything else if I'm counting something. And then so if my athlete's doing something and I'll be not paying attention and I'll be like, hey, how many have you done? And they'll say like, oh, 8. And I'll be like, wow, that's what I thought you did.
Yeah.
And like, that's weird to me.
Maybe
I got really good peripheral vision.
I will I think it has to be a friend too. I get what Scott's saying, and that's kind of why I thought maybe there would be a little bit of faux to it, but overall, I think it's a necessary friend.
The only faux to a clock is it seems to make time go nowhere. Now, hopefully you don't hate your job that much that you hate the time that you're spending there. I will say, I mean, every once in a while I'll be at work and I'll be like, what? Only 10 minutes has passed?
I think,
are you kidding me?
I think in the athletic training room, it's a friend, but like having a clock available, watching practice run late.
Ooh.
Like Nate just says here, attention coaches, all practices must be completed by 7:30 p.m. Monday evening so I can participate in the live networking event weekly. That is all. So watching the clock and watching your coach go over time, now that is a faux.
That is a tough one. Hey, you know what? The worst probably is like if you don't have to be at practice and you're just waiting for athletes to trickle into the athletic training room and you're like staring at the clock. Oh, still not in here.
Right? So overall, I'm hearing friend.
Nice.
Okay, here we go. We're moving on. F1, marry one, kill one.
Hannah's back on my good list.
I know. She was talking about the bedroom rep counter, internal rep counter or something. I don't know. Yeah. All right. Why don't you explain this one?
What are we doing?
You came up with it. Give it to him.
FMK. Okay, so we had another topic suggestion that we are waiting for another week to do it, but we will do it. But he got me thinking about contracts as an athletic trainer. So I want an FMK not having a contract at all, but you have a job, but you don't have a contract. A 1-year contract or a 3-year contract. Go. Unless you want me to go first like you always want me to.
No, that's okay. You know, I think it's interesting. So give me a situation where you don't have a contract.
Even make believe.
Or like are you talking about like PNR?
Nope, I'm saying like your job, but you didn't have a contract to do your job. Like where this comes about is the topic was, is it okay to leave your job halfway through the season? Right? That's a very hot topic amongst athletic trainers, right? So what if you weren't like confined by this contract? Like this physical paper of contract. Would you want to marry that? Would you always want to be out of contract? You have your job, but you just don't have a contract. Or do you want to go year to year? Or do you want to go, or do you want to have the security of 3 years?
I think that, we're going to obviously save this could turn into a real serious thing. So I think I'm going to wait.
Do whatever you want.
To the contract thing. Well, I could go off on a tangent on that.
Well, I mean, just marry one, F one, and kill one.
So I think in terms of what we're trying to accomplish as athletic trainers, I'm going to marry the 3-year contract. Stability. Stability, recognition that you're doing a good job, and that they want to keep you around.
Okay.
I think that's what marriage is so far. I'm almost to my 3-year contract.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're 1 year closer.
Year
and a half now? Year and a half.
Yeah.
You're halfway there. October, right?
I'm going to F with the 1-year contract because I'll take it when I can get it.
Okay.
And I'm going to kill no contract because there's just no job security there. They can get rid of you just as easily as you can go. And I think there's a whole lot more levels to this when we deep dive on this, but just for the sake of FMK, that's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to keep this one nice and simple. Your turn.
I'm going to kill the 1-year contract. Been there, done that. Sucks. I'm going to marry the 3-year, just like you, because it is plain and simple. It's the commitment. But I am going to F the no contract.
You want to dabble?
Well, yeah. And I honestly, I would bet on myself with no contract that, like, yes, they don't have any contract on you, and then you don't have any contract with them from the standpoint of, like, there's no security there other than, are you any good at your job? Mm-hmm. And as long as I keep going and doing my job, if they decide to go a different way, at least I know I did what I could and should be doing. And therefore, you should have your job. The reason I would kill the 1-year contract is because I think it's the bastard right in between. I either want you to tell me, nope, I expect you to do your job pretty well every single day, and at any point, like, you could be fired, or you could walk, but at the same time, you could walk away. If we aren't holding our end of this bargain of, like, providing a workplace for you to do what you should be doing, you can walk away and vice versa. But I don't want to be stuck in this middle of, like, every year, because it sucks every year having to negotiate or not negotiate a contract because you're always being held under the fire of you're only on a 1-year contract. So see what you can do.
I do agree. And I think that's the real answer. Like, when we get into the real nitty gritty on that discussion, which
sure, next time
will be great. The problem is with contracts in general, you can just leave. Alyssa just won the best comment of the night.
What'd she say?
As far as I'm concerned. We have more show, but she said, let me find it. F the 1 year because hit it and quit it.
Oh,
so
there you go, Alyssa.
Yeah.
This is what you want.
Yeah. So very good. Very good. Okay. You know what? Do we want to read any of these other ones? Scott says, marry 1 year. If you don't like your job, you can get out after 1 year. After 3 year for stability and kill no contract. Yeah. So
yeah.
Very good.
And it's gonna be a very interesting, I think, discussion because, one, you've been in the same position your entire career.
Yeah, my situation was a little interesting because I got outsourced.
Yeah, well, that is true too.
Before I got outsourced,
So
I was in
changed.
1 year contracts.
Yeah. And then for me, it's like it went from these 1 year contracts to, like, self-employed. And so I do have a much different outlook on some things now that I'm completely self-employed.
Yeah.
And it has definitely changed me from my view of athletic training and how, as athletic trainers, we should be paid and contracts and stuff. Anywho.
Rick says, marry the 1 year, F the 3 year, and kill no contract. He's a wise
I like
man.
how he did that as 3 separate comments.
Yep.
That was very inefficient, maybe, of him. I don't
Yeah.
know. But like it made every one of them like a point, right? Like
bold, strong.
Yeah, which is Rick Cox.
It's Rick
right?
Cox.
That's Chuck.
All right, we're moving on. I think
we
it's
doing?
time for our feature topic.
Okay. Have you ever seen a bigger can of beer?
That's what she said. I don't know if she said that.
Some have.
Cash Jenkins just joined us and said, any tips on
Cash?
getting through human anatomy? Find a partner.
Cash, honestly, touch a lot of anatomy. I mean, that's really good advice and really good advice.
Really bad advice.
That's really, really good advice.
No, it's like anything else, Cash. Repetition, 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 repetition. Yeah. You just do it over and over and over.
I think, what did I do? I mean, I wasn't a flashcard person. Were you a flashcard person?
I don't know, but it looks like
Anna was.
Hannah and Bree Sage both said that.
Yeah.
That's a big can.
Yes, a big can.
You know what? I'm more of a...
That's like a Foster's. Australian for beer.
Yeah.
It's not really. It's a local brewery, Broken Bat Brewery. It's a really good brewery, actually. So if you're ever in Milwaukee, go to Broken Bat.
I think Matthew Jordan just said it, palpations. Get your hands on body parts.
Honestly.
Professionally.
I mean, it doesn't have to be professionally.
What?
Why? I mean, you can learn unprofessionally, too. Why does that make you uncomfortable? This is the Candid Athletic Training Podcast, everybody. You can learn on your significant other. And
Yeah.
Or, let's be honest.
Singles
they're in
or
college,
singles.
right? Jesus Christ. I'm not telling you to go to the strip club and just like, hey, want me to tell you where the
Stop
Soaz
right there.
is?
Stop right there. That actually might be the best idea you've ever had. You can pay... And if you're paying,
Can't touch anybody at a strip club.
You want to bet? If you're there paying to study anatomy, you're going to learn it.
Happy
it's
birthday.
Oh, we just got a thumbs up.
Oh God.
If you're spending money on studying like you would at said club, I bet you're gonna lock in a little bit.
Yeah.
And
just don't drink anything. Stay focused.
You want to study on a cadaver or you want to study on a live person?
I studied on live people. All the time.
Dylan. I am married.
All the time. I will say, going back non-candidly, what was the other class we had to take that it taught you like the verbiage of medicine? Do you remember?
Med?
Yeah. It was like, it basically, it went further in depth of like...
You're talking about like your last semester before your internship?
I took it earlier than that, I think.
Oh, really?
It was a big lecture hall, but it was so... Oh. That one was like very flashcardy, like... this is what itis always means. This is what endo always means. This is what, that kind of stuff. Really honing in on like why Latin is very important in medicine, I think is a good thing to remember. Because then you can just make it up too. Then you always know where the subscapularis is, right?
Always know where their subscap is.
Yeah.
Sorry, Scott just said, Professor, our new guest speaker. is Cinnamon from the Gentleman's Club down the street. We gotta get him
next
on
stage.
Scott, that's a good comment. Cinnamon.
So we got a little.
Oh, that's funny.
We got some competition for best
Cinnamon
comment.
to the stage. Nope, Cinnamon not to the stage, to the front of the class, please. You know what my favorite game used to be for a little bit there is if you go to the like Home Depot or any like home like repair shop or store, just look in the paint section and pick out like good stripper names out of the paint samples.
What is? I mean, it's always supposed to be like your first name of your pet or the name of your pet and
Yeah, no, I would
street
go
you grew up on or something.
just browse through like the paint section. There's always like 100 different names of different.
I just did that
You just
like a year ago
yeah.
because we were
Stripper names.
picking out wedding colors.
Oh, jeez.
That's how we picked them out. We just went to Home Depot and we just looked at all of the colors. That would have been a great game. I don't want to see a stripper named Navy though. I don't think I want to see the stripper name.
Old Navy. Okay, all right. Why don't you tell him what Ed wanted us to talk about?
You know what we should do?
What?
We should restart the topic. Because we went way off course. So anyway,
this is a
Ed,
great show.
our good friend Ed.
Yeah, Ed's on.
as we always say.
He's here.
Wazi Nikevich's. What does National Athletic Training Month saying essential to healthcare mean to you? So everywhere you're going to see it, your National Athletic Training Month posters say essential to healthcare. What does that mean to you? And I want you to go first because you had this like immediate reaction earlier.
Yeah. This is going to be really unpopular. And I'm going to preface it. I think I understand what NATA is getting at when they're trying to say
Thanks, Nate.
essential to healthcare.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily agree with it. I understand what we're going for. We're trying to prove our value, our worth. I think we're essential to sports. I know that's a really unpopular opinion. I know that's I'm going to get the boo birds, whatever. It's catchy, sure, but I don't know how to say it. I just think essential to healthcare. Sure, it's in a very, very small sliver. Let's just say it. In a small sliver, we are essential. I don't think sports happen this year without us. 100%. 100%. We are the MVPs of this year for getting through sports. But let's back up.
Matthew Jordan just said that same thing, right as you were saying that.
Well, that's good. He's a smart guy. But let's back up a little bit and let's look at the big picture. There are way, 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 way bigger things going on in the world than sports. And it's actually one of my biggest frustrations is like halfway through the year, I'm like, why are we, I mean, there's a pandemic going on and there are people dying. And it affects some people more than others. And there's so many opinions on this, right? For 99% of the population, you're going to be okay. For 1% of the population, you're in trouble. But there are some people out there who are like the people in the hospital and those kind of things. I think about what they went through, and I had to work in the hospital and help in the hospital for a couple weeks, and I got like this much of it. We're doing our best to make sure sports happen, and we are essential to that. But let's be proud of that. But let's also understand that healthcare goes way beyond what most of us are doing. And let's be the best we can be at it. And I understand what they're trying to say, and we're trying to prove value. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, I think
I don't want to be a super negative person because I think what we're doing is great.
Interpreting you.
I think they're trying to put us at the top of healthcare, and I think we're a part of healthcare. And we should have come up with a slogan that was not so divisive.
I think it's very okay to not have 100 different professions be essential to healthcare, right? Because plain and simple, I mean, if athletic training didn't exist, people would be okay.
Yeah.
Right?
That's where I'm trying to go with it.
I think without athletic trainers, athletes in sports would not be okay. I think what you are kind of saying is, well, what you are saying is sports aren't essential.
Yeah. Yes.
In
That's what I'm saying. Like
I mean, if
it's an entertainment.
It's
entertainment. Sports is entertainment, and we can all learn from sports. And sports in youth have some really good. There's some good lessons and some good things that come from sports for youth, especially. But in college and professional ranks, it's entertainment.
Yes.
So it's not essential because it's entertainment.
Correct.
So,
and I think you can only stretch the word essential so far. Now this is the dilemma that is our current situation, right? We estimate, right? Like, and because we kept hearing it at NATA last year of like, there's like 45,000 athletic trainers, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
If sports don't exist, we're talking about at least 35 to maybe 40,000 athletic trainers that just don't have jobs. And now the job market, right, was like, it plummeted. Everybody was furloughed. Everybody was, let go and this and that, blah, 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 because of this pandemic. So the sports became essential for a lot of those people to have livelihoods because we chose this profession.
Yeah.
And I think where the tough conversation happens is that you chose this profession based on, it's sports. Like, this is a volatile thing, right? You went into this knowing that you had a passion for something that is honestly not essential. Now, we can argue and we can talk about until our faces are blue of how essential sports are for teamwork and growth of young athletes and growth of young people. And even as we get to be older, like even on those college ranks, learning how the sport you love, I'll give myself as the example. I loved track and field when I was in high school. Mm-hmm. When I got to college, it just became like this. It became a job. Mm-hmm. It became not something I did because my best friends were doing it and because we were all joking around at practice and then we were really good and blah, blah, blah. Like, I have a trophy that I won a little Horizon League Conference Championship, but I didn't have that much fun doing it. And I think it was a very valuable lesson to me of, okay, I either need to shit or get off the pot. And so I got off the pot and I went to athletic training instead of being an athlete. And so that was very valuable to me, but I don't think it was essential to teaching me that that's the path I needed to go.
Yeah.
But there are very, very strong things that our society is better because of sports, I think. But are we essential to have healthcare? It would suck to see a campaign that says could be essential to healthcare, right? I think for me, my whole goal for the rest of my career is to create athletic training as a first stop shop for people everywhere else, not just athletes. That any single human being can walk into my clinic and they can get the care that all my athletes got. Because athletes have all of this crap at their hands, and like just at their fingertips that like, yeah, I don't know, like my throat's a little scratchy. Like, I don't know what to do about it. Or I don't know, like something like hurts right here, like in my belly. Should I go get it checked out? Like, we have these basic skills that are or could be essential. I applaud the NATA and all of athletic trainers trying to make us more and more and more essential. But I definitely agree with you in that, like, let's be honest, we're not nurses, like in an ER, right? Mm-hmm. We're not. We just aren't, and that's okay. That's why they went that way, and that's why we went this way.
Yeah, Dylan brought up an interesting point here on the live stream. He said ATs could have been involved in things like COVID patient care, but we just weren't included. And I think the key word of that is included. And I think what NATA is going for when we say we're essential to healthcare is we should be included in healthcare and not an afterthought.
Yeah.
Like we are trying to show that we are on par with other health professionals.
Yes.
So that's what the motto should be.
Yes.
Included in healthcare.
Oh, that's...
You know?
There's something there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's bad wording, but there's something there.
That's the gist of what we're trying to prove is that, look, we have the value of healthcare professionals. It's just in our own little bubble, our own little circle.
Well, and I think there's, so, I mean, in my job, just because it's so much different than so many of our listeners and your job, I am convinced I was busier than I had ever been in the summer when like COVID was still very rampant and like
new, and we were still learning about it.
We were still learning about it, but like people were coming to me because their knee hurt or their hip hurt or their back hurt, and they like the last place they were going to go was their doctor's office.
Yeah.
Right? The last place they were going to go is, I mean, God forbid, like an ER or like an urgent care to like get some sort of like whatever painkiller or something, right? They said, I need to go to Kevin because I can do a one-on-one conversation. It's a safer environment, blah, 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 blah. Like I became essential to a lot of my patients through that avenue.
Well, even one step further, when the pandemic hit and COVID came out, we were disseminating information. People would come up to you and be like, look, there's so much information out there right now. We don't know what to believe.
Yeah. What do you think?
What's true? What's not true? And there was information, misinformation, all that. And we were the resource for trying to, what should people believe? So I think in that respect, we were a little essential, like as people were trying to figure out what's our best course of staying safe.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally have to sneeze, and I can't wait till it happens. But if I look at that light, it went away. Okay, I agree with that. I mean, I think I can't remember a patient that didn't lay on my table and say, so, like, what do you think about all this stuff that's going on, like early on in this COVID thing? And I'll promise you, some of them didn't like my answer. Some of them did. Some of them, and some people, I avoided the question because I knew that they weren't going to like my answer. Like, and that they had this preconceived thing of what they believed about it, and they were going to go this route, and I'm not going to be able to tell them what I think is the right course of action because, let's be honest, there wasn't like the perfect course of action through all of this. No. Obviously, it's a year later, and we're still effing dealing with it, right? Mm-hmm. So I think to jump on this like essential bandwagon, I don't even want to call it a bandwagon. What's crappy is that we have now, by saying essential, we've created a world that there's non-essential things, right?
Which is important too, to get back to that sense of normal. It's okay to have things that are not essential that are important to us.
And I think we labeled things not essential that like we're not taking into account that like actually no, it's essential that is a thing in this world because there's a kid that gets paid or gets fed because this person works right here, right? And where does that line stop? And we've tried to create that line, and I don't know if we need to create that line.
It's
right?
very blurred.
Yeah, I think non-essential and essential. I like that we're like jumping on this thing of like.
That's what she said.
Yeah, we're very essential to this healthcare world. But I think what we could do is rewrite the rule book of what we are in healthcare, that we are very valuable, right? We're very, 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 very valuable in healthcare.
So Rick just said, and I'm going to put this up here. I think if you look at healthcare as a spectrum, from emergency care to outpatient to prevention, we are an essential part, especially with ATs working in military, hospital, or first responder.
Totally.
I do agree.
I mean, if like seriously, like you want to break down these like essential, like what's essential? We need first responders. Like they are essential in order for our society to have any kind of ability to thrive. And that is because they save people's lives. They take care of the immediate care. I don't know a single athletic trainer that couldn't be a first responder for the general public.
So I think what we're trying to do, I mean, it's well-intentioned. Essential is well-intentioned. Basically, and I think the moral of the story is, let's just continue to do the best damn job that we can to prove our value, and that as we want to grow the profession, because that's what everybody wants, to grow the profession, we can do things like you've done and got out of the traditional setting and gone into some of the settings that Rick was just talking about, or the settings that you're doing. Mm-hmm. If we just continue to prove that we're really good at whatever you put in front of us, we can take the profession anywhere. We can go anywhere with it, and it doesn't have to be a traditional setting. So let's just do a good job.
And let's stop calling things essential and non-essential.
Yeah, let's just be really good at doing whatever we need to do. Yeah. So, anyways, Ed, thank you for bringing that up as a topic. Love it, Ed.
And so hopefully it's what you wanted out of that topic.
Yeah, I don't know if we answered your question or not. I don't know. But you know what? Ed is one of our candidates. He's a member here. He gets topic priorities. So if you're listening to this and you're thinking about becoming a member, that's why. That's why you do it.
Yeah, totally.
Because if Ed asks a question, we answer it for him.
We're at his beck and call.
Yeah. Ed owns us. All right. You got anything else on that?
No, because that could be a 48-hour conversation.
Okay. Hit the music. We'll wrap it up. So, let's review. It's March. The fat brackets are out. Do your fat bracket. Go to the website. Take the surveys. Vote on who advances each round. Let's continue to promote National Athletic Training Month. Do the best job we can. Live streams free all month long. Hopefully everybody that was new tonight comes back next week.
Yeah. And honestly, like from there, like all people listening right now, please do us a favor. Leave us a rating on podcast, whatever, Apple Podcasts or wherever you can leave a rating. Leave ratings and likes and this and that on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. Leave us comments. I think more than anything, I mean, your rating and just giving us 5 stars is great, but like leave us comments of what we could be doing better, what you loved about the show, because that only helps us grow and grow and grow and grow, and more people can listen and be, candid idiots. So hopefully tell a couple friends to tune in next week. We will be posting this on Monday, so you can listen to this like while you're driving and not be watching and get in a car accident. But CandidAthleticTraining.com is our website. Candid_ATC is all of our social media platforms. Candid Athletic Training @gmail if you have any questions or you want to tell us a topic or this and that. I would prefer, personally, if you go on the website and actually leave us topic suggestions. That is the best place. It's all organized. Everybody can see what you are posting, and then they can comment on that too, because that will just give us a more ambition to like talk about that comment. Other than that, let's see here. Healthyroster.com. Thank you very much. Brew Fitness, MKE. Thank you very much.
Happy anniversary, Kevin.
Happy birthday, Chad. And bye-bye.